So one of the most standout features of the ProPath putting mirror is going to be these slots that we have at the bottom and slots that we have at the top. What's that really for, and what can people be using that with when they're out there practicing with the mirror?
Yes, and I think we can use these for a few different reasons. I mean, the first one we see, one of the biggest feedback loops we get from putting is where we hit the ball on the face. So depending on whether I hit it out of the middle of the face, the toe, or the heel, is going to not only dictate how fast the ball rolls off the putter face, but also the direction as well. So placing the tees at the impact point, matching up with the heel and toe of the putter, will give us some feedback in respects to where we're striking the ball out of the face. But also if the player was to have, let's say for example, a strong path arc or not enough path arc, we can put the tees in certain positions through the backstroke area to really help train the player's awareness as to where they need to feel like they need to be. One of the things I really love with putting or with any drills is the drill is set up to whereby the player has to do the work versus the actual drill doing the work for the player. So by having the tees there, the player is having to learn the feeling of where they need to be.
Perfect. Let's take a look at how we do that. So now we're going to talk a little bit about the slots that are actually on the mirror and how we can use those slots. Now, a pretty cool trick that you've done with the mirror here, and you can do this at home if you're indoors as well, is just taking a tee and flipping it upside down to where if you're out on the green, you'd probably just stick a tee in regularly.
Absolutely. So that's where the mirror is great, right? It can be used indoors or outdoors. So indoors, obviously right here, we've put the tees upside down. Now where I've positioned those two tees right now is on the heel side of the putter and the toe side of the putter. And one of the traits we see with great putters is the ability to repeat the same impact point. So if your impact point on the putter face is out of the middle of the face, we're going to not only see repeatable distance control, but obviously directional awareness as well is going to be of the highest most importance. So what we're going to get you to do, Nick, is go ahead and take a dress position.
Let's give it a go here.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So just like we talked about before, really getting that face set up first.
Yeah, so we have the sweet spot of the putter matched up on the target line, okay? And I've given you a couple of mil either side, at max 1 or 2 mil either side of the heel and the toe.
Yep.
So from your point of view, you got your eye line somewhat on the target line,
Correct.
shoulder lines matched up, and your objective now is just to get the putter moving through the gate, through the two tees. Hey, great job.
Yeah, but a little bit of a wiggle there.
Yeah, so that gives you a little bit of awareness that, hey, maybe the sweet spot of the putter tracked a little toward the inside.
Yeah.
So you're going to start to get that feedback loop of knowing where you're hitting the ball on the face.
Yeah. And again, so like we talked about, if I'm hitting the top tee, I'm getting, more.
You're going to be getting the ball.
Heel, right?
Yeah, getting a heel strike,
okay.
or if you're hitting the inside tee, you're probably getting a little bit of a toe strike.
Yeah. So a way to think about it is just whatever tee you're hitting, that's where you're probably having a problem with the opposite side of the putter.
100%,
yeah,
absolutely. So if we can get really, really efficient hitting the ball out of the middle of the putter face, really no different with every other party game, a 7-iron or a driver, we want that ball coming out of the middle of the face every time.
Cool. Well, that felt great. Let's try some other things here.
Let's do it.